Hey, 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 it's okay. It's okay. My name is Violet. I'm a nurse. I was a nurse. Currently a doctor, against my will. Here in a town called Forest Sedge. It's pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and there's no good reason for you to be here. You've been injured. I don't know how severely yet. I don't want you to move. I don't want you to look at it. My neighbor just brought you into me, and I haven't had a chance to assess your wounds. So if you don't mind, I'm going to get in close. What I can tell is on your shoulder, your left shoulder, you have a fairly deep gash. Some minor scratches. Your face is dirty. No offense. That's kind of what happens when somebody drags you out of the forest. Okay. I hope you don't love the shirt that you're wearing, because I need to cut part of it off. Well, it's already damaged. So I'm just going to cut up the sleeve, okay? The reason is because currently your injury is in the process of healing, and it's attempted to heal itself to your shirt. If I rip the shirt off in any uncareful way, it's going to do damage, so this sleeve is going. Well, once we get this sleeve off, we're going to have to soak it just a little bit to get the fabric out of the actual wound. I couldn't tell you that. I need you to tell me. What are you doing all the way out here? Well, I'm not that surprised. Because it happened a few months ago, too. Yeah. I couldn't tell you. First our doctor disappeared, and then here I am, stuck taking care of people that don't even belong in this town, with not the proper medical training. Not to scare you. I'm not trying to scare you. I can take care of what's happening here. I can do triage. But if you need, like, cancer treatment, I'm not your girl. I didn't study oncology. But triage, I can do that. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to cut around the wound, trying to get as much fabric away from it as possible. There we go. How are you feeling? I'm gonna need to assess you in other ways. I don't know how long you were out there. Judging by your wounds, at least a day. I'm afraid of infection, but I don't want you to be worried about it. We have stuff to treat that. It's going to be okay. I just want to get this properly bandaged first, and then we'll get into the rest. Oh, I have something for you. We're going to kind of just do it just in case. I need you to take this, and I need you to drink this. Okay? Open your mouth. Yeah, drink as much of it as you can. Yeah, it's mostly water. Gatorade powder. It's not exactly medicine, but the pill I had you take has antibiotics, just in case. Look, I'm gonna need to cut more than I originally intended. Whole sleeve's gotta go. Right all the way up here. Well, you can call me Vi, Nurse Vi, if you want. Even though I hadn't practiced in a long time, I seem to be getting a lot more experience lately. Okay. Even though the power is out, I do have warm water today. So you're pretty lucky. I'm just going to soak. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the fabric out of there so that I can bandage it properly. It's a little bit stuck on. Like I said, your body was already trying to heal this up, but it's not doing it properly because it wasn't cleaned. So once we get this fabric off, we're going to give it a good washing. And then we're going to give you stitches, which you desperately need. It looks like you need a couple stitches right there too. Minor scratching. I couldn't tell you. I've seen it before, but I don't know what it is. It looks like an animal wound. Well, not an animal attack of some kind, but a claw's just not like any claw mark I've ever seen. Well, before a few months ago. Okay. Just gonna wash it off now, okay? Real gentle, like I was a good nurse once. It actually looks surprisingly clean, unlike your face. That wasn't meant as an insult. You just need a little bit of you just need a good warm shower is what you need. Although you can't get your stitches wet. So we're not gonna allow that. Okay. If you don't mind. It looks like you were cotton on the side a little bit too. I'm going to cut a hole in the other side of your shirt. Sorry. It should still be a modest hole. What the hell? kind of looks like a bite. You remember what happened to you? And why you're in Forest Edge? I've heard that before. A few months ago, I met someone from hundreds of miles away. Never remembered traveling here. Didn't know why they were here. Similar wounds to yours. By the time I got them back home, they still had no idea why they were here. And then it happened again. Five, maybe six. And with the doctor gone, I've been taking care of all of it. Oh, I gotta admit, it's getting a little boring here. Not with the power always going out and the hot water frequently going out. The lack of cell phone reception. Now, speaking of which, I found your cell phone on you. It was completely shattered. But you wouldn't have been able to use it anyway. Do you know any of the phone numbers that you're supposed to know? That's what cell phones have done to us. Yeah, I do. I remember 5 numbers by heart. Because I have to look them up every time I call someone on the landline. You and me both. Hector just keeps bringing them to me, and I just keep taking care of them. But I don't have any idea what's out there. Honestly, I've been too afraid to go on my walks anymore. Okay. You are cleaned up, both wounds. Let me get you something. Topical anesthesia. I'm not great at sutures, so I'm doing you a huge favor. Yeah, I have some ibuprofen if you want. Ran out of the good stuff on the last person that was here. Well, we don't get a lot of shipments. Okay. Let's let you be numbed up. It needs a little bit of time to work. Let me get a couple vitals on you, okay? I just want to make sure your skin was the only thing damaged, okay? I'm just going to put this, it's going to be a little cold on your back, okay? If you can breathe in for me. So, be careful, be gentle, because you have a wound right here on your side. So breathe in, but don't exert, okay? Okay, and breathe out. Okay, breathe in. And breathe out. Okay. Sounds good, despite. mouth open, please. That's good. No fever. That's something that we really want to see. I'm going to check for signs of concussion, okay? Try to keep your eyes open for me. Okay. Okay. Excuse the heat of the candle. My lights are out and I could not find my flashlight. And that little light does nothing. I just want to make sure there's no... So you've got one, maybe 2 or 3 sutures there. That looks like it was caused by, honestly, some branches. Do you remember anything? That sounds very familiar. I think I know where that is. There's a patch of really old trees out about a half mile from the entrance. If you go off path, which you should not. And I'm thinking that maybe you did. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of washing where we need to do the suture up top. Okay. It is bleeding some. This one and this one were still bleeding quite a bit. This one we could maybe get away without doing any stitches on, but I really feel like if you move it all, it's going to reopen. So let's go ahead and get it while we're at it, okay? Do a proper assessment, but I really want to get these two closed, okay? Okay. Sorry, I was unprepared. It had been about a month since I've seen any of these. I thought maybe it stopped. Okay. Hopefully it won't. Here. Just gonna get over to the side of you. It's going to need quite a few. We're doing great. Do you feel it at all? I know. I gave you a pretty powerful topical. a lot of that, even though I'm out of the opiates. It's for the best. Ibuprofen can handle most things. I've lived here a long time. Not always. I've been thinking about leaving. Honestly, I don't understand what's been going on. We've never had so many animal attacks before. Worries me. What if they leave the forest? They come here. I know. There are other small towns I could go to, but at this point, without Dr. Erickson, I'm worried. I'm worried to leave. Okay. Last one. You're doing great. Okay. Alright. Don't move too much, okay? We gotta do the other side. And then we can take care of a couple other things. I wanted to give you a more thorough examination. I don't want to miss anything. Okay. Because I know everyone here. I feel a responsibility to them. And I love it. I love it here. I loved it here. And like I said, you're the 5th, the 6th. But it stopped for a while. I thought maybe it was done. Where are you from? Whereabouts is that? Well, all of the other patients that I've seen over the last couple of months are from around the same area. What's the last thing that you remember? So you don't even remember coming here. Okay. Well, I would have liked to have recommended it to you, but it's not the best place to live right now. If you stay out of the forest, it appears to be, but okay. I'm just gonna get you wrapped up. I don't have my regular gauze today. I'm gonna need to use Velcro, which I know seems ridiculous, but it's what I've got. we'll put the cotton on and then we'll put the Velcro on to cover it up. We can't get you all the way back, but we can get you to a city nearby. You should be able to hitch a ride from there. Hector brought you in, and he's been a good chauffeur for everyone who's needed it. See, it works pretty well. And, you know, when you don't have a lot, you gotta be innovative. And I tell you, Velcro is good for a lot. Okay. If you could raise your arm for me on this side just the slightest bit. Thank you. Honestly, these holes in your shirt are a real fashion statement. I mean, back in the 90s they would have been. I don't know if that statement's a good statement, but it's a statement. Alright, hon. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get behind you. I'm gonna move you forward a little bit. I need to check your back. I need to check the back of your head. And I just want to, I want to make sure we have everything. Then I'm gonna, you know, I think we can get away without stitches on there. I'll just put a bandage on it, okay? Yeah, if it's okay. Thank you. I don't see any damage to your clothing back here. I don't see any blood bleeding through. The back of your head looks a little, well, it looks like you've been lying on the forest floor. That's to be expected. Lift your, don't lift your arm on the side. I just bandaged that shoulder. Yeah. No, it's just messy as heck. It looks like all of the damage was done in the front. Well, I'm not an animal expert, but it looks like whatever got you sunk its teeth in here, swiped here. The rest of your injuries, honestly, it looks like from trying to run away. Okay, let me get the glue. Yeah, I found a couple injuries, little ones. We're just going to use the medical tape and the glue. That's fine. I'm taking my clothes off because with the power out, my little AC unit's not working and it is broiling hot in here. Just because I have to have these freaking candles on. Like how I said on instead of lit. Sounded like Hector. Wonder if he's back. Yeah, honestly, he's been patrolling. You ask really good questions. Yes. Like I said, they all came from close to where you said you were from. They're all out of towners. Not a single person from here has gotten injured by whatever's out there. Not yet anyway. But we're all kind of being careful. We've honestly all been kind of on guard since the doctor left. When he left, he said he was coming back. No one's seen him. I didn't know him that well. I mean, he's been the doctor most of the time that I've been here, but I'm a nurse, so I don't really go see anybody if I don't need to. Well, I was a nurse. Been retired from that for a while. Yeah, a little bit. Honestly, I came out here hoping that it would inspire me to follow my passions a little more. I wanted to be an artist, and oh yeah, we have the internet. That's where I sell most of my work. I mean, this is a tiny town. Even if everybody here bought a painting, it still wouldn't be enough. I was doing really good when I first moved here, but well, that's why I work in a couple of the local stores at this point. Yeah, you can stay here as long as you need to. Well, I don't think you have an infection. I think it's mostly a flesh wound at this point. Well, I think you'll recover quickly. Like I said, Hector can give you a ride back. Or you could stay. Okay. Well, you are currently in the guest room. If you want to lie back, take a nap, I will be just on the other side of that door in the living room. You can call for me if you need me, okay? Sleep well.